This is the AI News Flash for August 19th, 3 a.m. UTC. But first up, OpenAI's actual second quarter numbers have surfaced, and the gap with Anthropic is now stark. The Wall Street Journal, citing sources familiar with the company's finances, reports OpenAI posted second quarter revenue of $6.7 billion. That is up just 18% from $5.7 billion in the first quarter. Operating losses, meanwhile, widened to $12.3 billion, up from $9.3 billion in the first quarter. The loss is now nearly double the revenue. Total funding raised by the company stands at roughly $180 billion. Anthropic, over the same quarter, booked $11.6 billion in revenue, growing more than 50% sequentially, and turned its first operating profit at $559 million. Its annualized run rate as of July reached $65 billion. That puts Anthropic at roughly 1.7 times OpenAI's revenue, with close to 3 times the growth rate. OpenAI is said to be trailing on compute efficiency, and these numbers surface at a delicate moment, ahead of an initial public offering expected later this year. Next, Chinese humanoid robot maker Unitree Robotics debuted on Shanghai's Star Market, and shares opened 629% above the offering price. Against an IPO price of 150.8 yuan, the stock opened at 1,100 yuan. That gave the company a market value of 445 billion yuan, putting it on par with Apple supplier Luxshare Precision Industry. The offering raised 6.1 billion yuan, about $904 million, and was oversubscribed more than 8,000 times. That is a record for the Star Market, often described as China's answer to the Nasdaq. Unitree is the first publicly traded humanoid robot maker in mainland China. Founded in Hangzhou in 2016, Unitree counts Meituan, Tencent, Alibaba, and DeepSeek among its backers. Revenue reached roughly 1.7 billion yuan, or $252 million, in 2025, more than 10 times its level just 2 years earlier. China is estimated to hold around 90% of the global humanoid robot market. Seeing its leading player validated by public markets marks a symbolic moment, suggesting physical AI investment has moved into a phase driven by real demand. Third, AI infrastructure startup Temporal is in talks to raise capital at a valuation of at least $12 billion, according to Bloomberg. Temporal builds open-source software and a cloud service for running long, complex workflows reliably. Its key property is durable execution, meaning a process that fails midway can retain its state and resume, which has made it a foundational layer for AI agents. The company raised a $300 million Series D in February, led by Andreessen Horowitz, at a $5 billion valuation. If this round closes, the valuation would more than double in about 6 months.
As agentic AI moves into serious production use, reliability across long chains of autonomous steps has emerged as the central problem. Capital flowing to the orchestration layer rather than the model layer is exactly what this valuation reflects.
And finally, the children of the late Robin Williams have reactivated their father's Instagram account after 12 years of silence in order to push back against a flood of AI-generated content. The account had gone dark following his death in 2014. His 3 adult children, 43-year-old Zach, 37-year-old Zelda, and 34-year-old Cody, resumed posting on August 17th. Zelda explained that creating a space where people can find authentic clips and photos of him is one of the best ways they have found to fight back against rampant AI abuse of his voice and likeness. She has been sharply critical of seeing her Academy Award-winning father's body of work, in her words, puppeteered by horrible TikTok slop. Back in October 2025, Zelda had already asked followers to stop sending her AI videos of her father. As technology evolves, the family says, they want this to be a safe, trusted place. The question of how to protect a deceased person's likeness and voice is now being answered by families themselves, well ahead of any legal framework. That's all for this AI News Flash.